to my channel, or welcome back if you're new here. It's been a while since I've filmed one of these because I've been out of town and busy and whatever else. But today I'm going to be filming my next Bumpdate pregnancy update. The last one I did was at 17 weeks and I am currently 21 weeks and 5 days. I will be 22 weeks on Friday the 7th, I believe. Yep, Friday the 7th, I will be 22 weeks pregnant. Coming down to the last little bit of the second trimester. Only got a little over a month left of the second trimester and then I'll be into the third. So I'm not technically 22 weeks pregnant yet, so technically I guess this is about weeks 18 through 21. And I finally wrote down in a notebook what's been going on so that I could keep up with my thoughts better and not be so all over the place like I have been in past updates. So yeah, I'm just going to be talking about the little symptoms and things like that I've had and experienced the past couple weeks. Cravings I'll start with cravings. The main cravings that I have had the past couple weeks, anything sweet. I always have a sweet tooth. Cookies, brownies, cake, cupcakes, pudding, ice cream, milkshakes, anything sweet really, I want it. Cheesecake, Hershey pie, like majority of my groceries ends up being sweet stuff because that's what I always want. I had a random craving for sour gummy worms the other week where I had to go buy some. Haven't had the craving since. I just kind of craved it like that one time. And I always crave mozzarella sticks. Honestly, I craved it all the time with London. I crave it all the time when I'm not pregnant. Just a little bit stronger. My cheese dip craving isn't as crazy anymore. I'm not about to cry about cheese dip this time. I could still eat cheese dip like all the time. It's just not like, oh my god, I need cheese dip right now. The past like 2 days, I've started to get an Olive Garden craving, which is really hard for me to ignore. Like, I love Olive Garden so much. Their mozzarella sticks are delicious, and when I'm craving mozzarella sticks, and some Olive Garden chicken Alfredo and some breadsticks and all of that, I could really go for. But we're trying to cut back on spending right now and work on getting everything ready for the baby. And yeah, just that. We're trying to cut back on spending extra stuff on going out and whatever else, which is boring and it kind of sucks, but it's adulting, you know. So those are the more recent cravings that I have had between 18 and 21 weeks. Overall feeling that I've had, I'm really gonna come kick her in here, even though, yeah, it's annoying, isn't it?
Come take a peep out here, dog.
I can see what she did. No. Tell Daddy to watch you for once.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
I have to take her to the bathroom with me.
She likes you.
No, she don't.
Oh, keep that in there.
Nix, you always have to mess up my pillows. Anyways, overall feeling that I've had the last couple weeks, tired a lot. I'm always exhausted. Today, I'm really feeling it. Like, I'm laying on the couch watching TV and stuff, and I just am so tired. My eyes feel so heavy. But I'm not big on naps because I just feel worse after I have a nap, and plus I have a toddler who has been refusing to have naps at all for like 2 weeks. Ever since our vacation, our schedules have been so messed up. Christopher's back home. He likes to play video games all night, so we don't get up as early in the morning as we usually would. So we have not gotten back onto a good schedule where she has at least one good nap during the day and whatever else. Like, she still has her bedtime and stuff like that. We still cook dinner around the same time, but besides that, she just kind of does whatever she wants. And then she starts to get really tired and starts to try and doze off right around dinner time. And if she naps anytime after 3, she is impossible to put to bed. She will stay up trying to play around and distracting herself until like 11, 12 o'clock at night. So for her to have a nap during the day, it has to be earlier in the day, but we don't get up out of bed that early, so there's not much time in between for her to get a nap in. So yeah, she just hasn't been having naps lately. And because of that, I end up to be super tired. And pregnancy makes me even more tired than just the fact that my kid doesn't want to sleep normally anymore. This is turning into more about London than baby. But what was I saying? Pregnancy brain. The past 2 nights have been even worse. Like I wasn't having any trouble going to sleep, honestly. I would lay in bed with London. She would go to sleep around 9 like usual. Then I would stay up on my phone until 11 or 12, just because that's like the only time I get to actually like be on my phone and not be distracted, not have to worry about her, not have her in my face. She is asleep, so it's my like free time to be on my phone whenever I can throughout the day. So I will be on my phone just to like play games or watch TikToks and stuff like that. And usually around 11 or 12 I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna put my phone down and I'm gonna go to sleep now, and I would go to sleep and it would be fine. But the past 2 nights, it's like I try to put my phone down like normal and I just cannot sleep. And I don't know why. Like I'm not like hot, I'm not uncomfortable, I'm not thirsty. Like I just feel weird. My body is like tingly and I just can't sleep. So I end up just going on my phone and just staying on my phone until like close to 2 o'clock in the morning, and then like I have to continuously try and put my phone down, go to sleep, see if it works. If it doesn't, get my phone back, because I'm not just gonna lay here and do nothing, because then I get sucked into my thoughts and I start thinking about everything that I've got going on and I get stressed out, and once I start to think about something, I can't stop thinking about it, so that just keeps me awake even longer. So I have to distract myself until I can go to sleep. So yeah, I'm super tired all the time. And I'm also always hungry. I said this the last time and it is still very true. I feel like I can eat all day long. I feel like I'm starving all day long waiting on dinner, because like sometimes I'll eat breakfast, like I'll have a bowl of cereal, or maybe I'll cut up some strawberries or have some yogurt depending on what I have. But right now I'm out of cereal and I'm out of strawberries, and yogurt's not very filling by itself, so lately I've kind of been skipping on breakfast, and then I have nothing to eat for lunch because I still have aversions. So there's not many things that I can heat up for lunch that I like. Like I can't eat ravioli, I can't really do frozen pizza anymore, I can't do frozen burritos anymore, I can't eat ramen anymore. Like none of that is good to me, so there's nothing that I can heat up for lunch. We never have leftovers from dinner because we're all pigs, and I'm so hungry by dinner time that I'm eating so much food that we can't have any leftover for me to have lunch the next day. So dinner is my only like real meal that I ever get a day, besides like some random snacking when I have snacks. But it's like I'll go grocery shopping, I'll have plenty of snacks, snack on them a bit for the first couple days, and then it's like I run out of snacks and I have to make sure I save stuff for London, so there's less for me to be snacking on. So I'm just always hungry. Even if I could eat all day long and still would be hungry though. So yeah, that's just overall stuff. Now I'm gonna get more into specifics, like week by week kind of. Week 18, I started to feel way more movement. It started to be more like consistent. It used to be like sometimes I could just randomly catch a movement here and there, usually late at night, but after around week 18, I started to be able to feel her more throughout the day and more at a time. She is super active, especially now. I'll feel her all throughout the day. And around week 19 is when they started to be more noticeable outside. Christopher was able to feel it one time around then, but he's not usually around me whenever she's kicking and active, because the most active time that she has is when we're laying in bed, and he's usually out in the living room playing games, so he's never in here. But he has felt it once. But yeah, she started to be really, really active. I caught the first little bits on camera, which they're not like super strong movements yet. They're just like little ticks that you can see, like just little jumps of her kicking. That sounded like Nyx, even though she's in here. But I've started being able to catch on camera sometimes. She's really stubborn and like likes to kick as soon as it stops recording or as soon as I stop looking. But it's possible, and they're getting more and more strong since then. She hates anything being on my stomach. That's the main thing that I can do to get her to kick, is if I like rest my phone or my hand or the remote or anything on my stomach, she goes crazy and kicks the crap out of it. Like, she just hates stuff sitting on my stomach. And okay, week 20. We had our anatomy scan to confirm the gender and to check her anatomy, and everything was great. She weighed about 10 ounces. She didn't tell me how long she was, so I can't really say that. She's probably gained a couple ounces since then. Everything was perfect. All her organs looked good. All her bones were there. Everything looked good. No like problems. No like concerns, nothing. Everything's great. She is a girl. We definitely got to see that she is a girl. Wasn't really shy about that. We had a clear view with London. Between weeks 19 and 20, the like worst symptom that I had was my hips were really loose. Like, there's a hormone that is released in your body when you're pregnant, and it's called relaxin. Kind of is self-explanatory. It makes your muscles and stuff relax so that you can be more prepared for labor and pushing out an entire baby from your pelvis. So it helps for everything to like loosen up and allow the baby to pass through. And for some reason, it's happening a lot sooner for me. I don't remember being like that until I was past 30 weeks with London. I say that about a lot of symptoms though. Like, a lot of symptoms that I had with London, I'm having again, just a lot sooner than I did with London. But the relaxin loosens your muscles basically, so it felt like my legs weren't fully attached to my hips, kind of like my hip joints were really sore. I had to like waddle everywhere, and I can't sit crisscross for a long time. It's gotten better. It's not like I used to be in so much pain every day. I could not walk right. I couldn't bend down to pick stuff up. My back was also pretty bad for a minute there. But that part's gotten better now. The only thing is I can't sit crisscross for too long because it messes them up and makes it sore for me to stand up afterwards. But yeah, my hips were really loose and really painful, and I was just limping around everywhere. And then last week, I started to have heartburn. I usually get heartburn at least once a day. Usually it's at night when I'm going to bed. And I'm not used to heartburn. Before I had London, I had never had heartburn in my life. And then whenever I was super far along, like close to giving birth, I got it sometimes with her. And that was the only time I've ever had heartburn. And then now I've started getting it again, but weeks earlier, like I just said. Like, everything is just starting way sooner with this pregnancy than it did with London's. But yes, a little bit of heartburn, but I can deal with that. And the last thing that started this last week, week 21, is the more I think about it, the more I want to say it's Braxton Hicks. Like, I get that tightening in my stomach a lot, but But usually I'm just like, oh, she's rolling around, or that's just her pushing her butt up against my stomach, or that's just her back. Like, that's usually what I would say. But the more that I think about it and the more it happens, the more I'm like, I think that might actually be Braxton Hicks. Which, if you don't know what Braxton Hicks are, they're kind of like practice contractions. Like, they're super mild contractions that kind of like get you ready for labor in a way. It's just your body preparing, and yeah, nothing bad. They're usually not painful. It's just really, really tight. At least for me. I know some people have them that actually are kind of painful, but I don't mind. It's literally just tightening in my stomach area. But yeah, I think I want to say it's Braxton Hicks and not just her moving around the more that it happens. So, now that I have covered all of that stuff, that is all I have to update about from week 18 through 21, since I'm almost 22 weeks pregnant. Now I guess it's time for the bump shot, and yeah, I brought out my one and only maternity shirt. I bought this with London. I just realized there's been a smudge on this lens the entire time. Oh my goodness, London loves to mess with the camera. Anyways, I've brought out the only maternity shirt I have from when I was pregnant with London. I need more maternity clothes, especially pants, but I just don't want to spend the price of maternity clothes because they're not cheap. So, here we go. I'm a lot bigger this time around than I was with London, for sure. And it doesn't always get picked up in photos and videos, like just how big I am slash how big I feel, but pretty big. I'm debating taking out my belly button ring soon, but I haven't fully decided yet. I'll probably take it out in the next couple weeks, maybe around 25 weeks. I don't know, it's starting to get pretty close, and I don't want it getting stretched out again because I waited too long with London to take it out, and I'm out of breath. Okay. Alright, thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and a comment below. If you still have any name guesses, I guess. There's no hint today. If you're pregnant and you're around the same time as me, I'd love to know. Like, tell me your due dates, how far along you are, how you've been feeling, whatever, you know. Go ahead, tell me in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel before you go if you have not already. You can even turn on the post notifications so you don't miss anything. I post Monday, Wednesday, and Friday every week. And yeah, that is everything, and I will see you next time.